Hey everybody, this is Dr. James Spikes. We're live from Long Island, New York. How would you characterize the weather today other than cold?
Well, it just got a little cloudy. It was been a little cloudy all along, but it's certainly comfortable.
We
And
feels like
certainly,
we're going to get
and
that.
certainly the atmosphere has been improved since the Giants beat the Eagles yesterday.
How did that happen?
I know. I believe me, no,
That's not
none of
supposed
my
to
none of my wagers had that happening.
No, I mean, how did that happen?
But I mean, maybe this new guy is really something. This
Jack,
Dart,
Jack, Jackson Dart is the real
Jason
thing.
Dart,
And
he
that's
might be.
Skibadoo, whatever his name is. I can't even, I don't know his name.
Well,
Skibadoo.
oh, that guy, right? Yeah.
He
Well,
only,
let's see what happens.
he only ran in 3 touchdowns. That's all.
But I mean the Giants fans that I know only had them for winning 5 games, and I don't think this was one of them.
I definitely not one of them.
Well, makes up for the ones that they missed in the last couple of
What's their
weeks.
record now? Two and four?
Is that Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. So
Kevin, the Yankees bit the dust, Kevin. Does that make you happy?
yeah, look at that. Well, but Boston's gone too. So
Well,
we're gonna watch Toronto.
Boston, hey, sorry. Yeah, the great Yankee empire is collapsing along with the stock market. We
Oh,
didn't even
please.
mention yet that the stock market is crashing as we speak.
As we speak.
Yeah,
Well,
she kind of ruined it this time.
okay, you think you're
I'm
laying
not,
it on Shea.
I'm
That's
not
fine.
going to, I'm not going to blame our administration. I'm going to blame she, because all of a sudden he's got these tight export controls on the rare earths. Where'd that come
Okay.
from?
And
What
and
for?
darn it, he's not buying our soybeans. Darn it.
I mean,
Yeah, I know the rare earths issue. Well, because I think the next 20 or 30 years might be, whoever has the rare earths has all the power.
yeah. So, yeah. Now
So
we have access to a lot of rare earths from our neighbor to the north.
right,
Canada has a significant amount.
yeah. So it's a good thing we haven't antagonized them in a while.
Not for a few months.
Not in a couple of minutes. Yeah.
Uh, but they only have what's known as heavy rare earths. Canada.
Oh,
There's
okay.
much more that China controls, and we're getting away from the lithium in the batteries, right?
Are we? I mean, LAC has been going up. We might want to take a look at that, but LAC's been going up a fair amount the last couple of
Didn't Tesla
weeks or
come
so.
up with an all aluminum uh, battery?
Is that in the offing? I should dump my lithium then.
I thought they came up with that. But
Okay.
it's I don't pay too much attention to this stuff. I just pay attention to the charts and not too much to the
Oh,
fundamentals.
then we should take a look at LAC, see what it tells us
Yeah,
today.
let's take a look at the S&P, and then let's look at Amazon, and
Okay.
let's take a look at what else is getting killed today. Tesla. Well,
Right.
Tesla stands to reason because they are dependent on rare earths and their EVs.
Right. And some of the robotics is going down as a result of this also.
And also NVIDIA, because the China
Some of the
play in
some of the
general.
chips in AI, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I know. So there is an impact of this.
because they were getting ready to ship out H100s by the carload. Uh,
Right.
yeah, but now it's that could be off the table, right?
So yes, we'll have to look at the semis also then,
I mean,
and
no,
and
no
and Nvidia in
specific,
particular.
there's no specific countermeasures given by Trump, but he said, we're going to raise tariffs. But I'm sure that other things like not allowing nvda to send the latest chips and
Yeah, I
so
mean,
on.
there's a lot of stuff that could go down. None of it pretty.
It'll have impact on nvda for sure.
Sure.
And what I mean, everything's down today, down big. Meta's down big. Everything's down big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
No, it was it. I was thinking this morning. All right, things were sort of hunky dory. I did a little trimming, but just like so little. And then and then the announcement came.
I
And
started to
so,
buy back things, not buy back, but buy more of. I've been
this morning
nibbling on Tesla.
you were nibbling. You were nibbling. I was trimming.
Yeah, I nibbled a little
But
Tesla
but
this morning.
neither action was worthwhile given this
No,
thing.
I'm gonna keep nibbling on
Well,
Tesla.
let's see. Like we have a 3-day weekend. Usually, Kamal has this thing about 3-day weekends,
Yeah,
and
well, he says if Thursday is bad, Friday is usually bad. And then he
right,
says
and then it
3 day
goes into the weekend.
weekends, Fridays are usually bad anyway, because
Right.
people are nervous to hold over 3 days.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Plus, who's to say what Monday's going to look like? I mean, Tuesday's going to look like when we come back. I guess it depends on a lot of things. A lot of spin has to happen between now and then before people are confident going back into Tuesday.
Yeah. Um, a lot will transpire over this weekend.
Okay.
I mean, it's the middle of the night in China, so
Aha.
yeah,
Good point, my friend.
yeah. So it's going to take a while to wash out, but I think ultimately this is the reset we were looking for, and it's
Right.
time to
The 5 to 10%.
take advantage of this. If you get that 5%, go in. My opinion.
Well, what is what you were talking about the 50-day averages overall?
If
When,
it's
when,
today,
when you chart when you chart S&P, we can see what that is.
we're almost
Is it
there. We're
is the
not
50-day a 10% hit or a 5% hit?
5%, I believe. But let's take a
Okay.
look.
Yeah.
I'll take a look.
Okay.
But I do think it's time to take advantage if we get that 3 to 5%.
So
But
right to get back in a little bit. I've been waiting on the sidelines too, so I'm hoping for a good shot of
yeah, I'm not.
some
I'm not.
bar buying.
I think basically this stuff is just noise. I don't see this as being a reason for a big sell-off. Just a little profit taking.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
Stands to reason.
Let's
So
take a look.
what is Professor Omar said about this lately? Because I haven't seen him.
I haven't spoken to him either. I know he was looking for this sell-off about 30 points below where we are now on this
Uh-huh.
SPY. So maybe for him it might be too little, too late. I don't know.
Gotcha.
He was looking for the sell-off to SPX 6,000, which is still I'm on Amazon. I want to be on SPY, which is still significantly away. 660 is where we are now. So
Yeah, okay.
when he was making his big bet, I think the SPY was about 640, and he was looking for 600. He was shorting. I don't know
Uh-huh.
what he's up to now. But I drew a
Understood.
few lines, and this is a line right above the 50 at 652. So that's a reasonable target. We could easily hit that on Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
So I wouldn't be shocked if we hit the 50-day moving average on Tuesday. And what happens after that? Probably that might be enough. Let's
Yeah, that might
see.
be enough for bloodletting.
It might be enough to start nibbling already. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm
Okay.
I'm nibbling, I'm nibbling now because I'm hungry. I have a ferocious
I understand.
uh, the high we're coming off of the recent high 673.94. Say 674. down to 652. Quick math, 74.52 is 22. 22 points from
3%.
675. 60, 22 times 3 is 66. So 3%.
Yeah, about 3%.
That makes good sense to me. I'm looking for 3 to 5%. 3 to 5% correction. So
You're not looking for the 10 that some people are.
no. So as far as I'm concerned, if we come down on Tuesday to the 50, I'll be glad to re-enter.
Yeah, you'll back up the truck.
Not that I sold everything. I just nibbled. I just sold a
No,
little.
I got you. I think I'm of the same feeling that once we have a little bit of the bloodletting, it might be worth
What
getting
I
back in.
trimmed, what I trimmed didn't exactly work out for me anyway. I trimmed on nvda at about the price that it's selling at now.
Okay.
So, yeah, it didn't exactly do great. And I trimmed on IBM, which is probably around where I sold it at. So
Yeah, I know. IBM is still my favorite because of why it's in everything. But yeah, I can understand why people would sort of just trim and take a little profit there.
well, what I don't understand is how Rigetti and D-Wave and
And
QUBT
quantum, yeah,
and they're up multiple times, 300%, 400%, and IBM is up maybe over the
right.
same frame, maybe one time, maybe 100%.
No, because it took a bit of a hit a little while ago.
Yeah, but
Just
I think
just
over the
recovering from
course
that.
of a year, it might be close to double. I don't know. We have to look at it.
Well, I think I'm hoping that was one of my original picks from last January.
No, we did quite well with IBM. I mean, and I
Yeah,
didn't sell all of it. I just trimmed.
right.
Um, but I trimmed that one a little more heavily than I did I also trimmed a little Apple. So I did
Yeah,
some,
Apple deserved that. You probably that was a wise move. Now, what is your position on Amazon these days?
I still have it's still my top holding. I haven't trimmed. I wish I had.
Yeah, I mean, I've been entering in thinking that this is just an anomaly, but I'm just worried that.
I think you're right. I think it's a good entry point. But we'll take a look at Amazon next because that's my next shot. But
Okay.
what I make out of the SPY is very simply a drop to the 50-day.
Okay.
By the way, on CNBC, one of Trump's contenders for Fed chair dropped out of the running, and
Yes.
he was interviewed. I forget his name with an L.
Uh-huh. They interviewed two people, one that was likely to be in, and one was likely to be out.
Yeah, well, this guy is out. He already
Okay.
dropped out. And the interviewer, a young woman, I don't know who she is, probably taking over for a regular,
Uh-huh.
asked him, "What do you think the Fed should do, lower or hold? At the next
Mhm.
meeting?" And he said, "Well, I don't really want to give my opinion." And then she got it out of him. He thinks they should stay on hold.
Uh-huh.
So it's not a sure thing that we get that cut. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right, but that also seals why he's not going up as a contender.
Maybe
Yeah,
so.
because the other one said, "Well, we could cut, but we have to be careful."
Uh-huh.
So I mean,
Yeah.
that's
So
a little
yeah,
more in line with
maybe that's why he pulled out because he feels that way, right?
right.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, so that's why I'm thinking a lot of IWM and the small caps are pretty much reliant on that. If that doesn't
Yeah.
happen,
Yes, but
if that doesn't happen, the small caps might finally start feeling the pinch of everything
don't you
else.
find it interesting that TLT and IEF are both up today, and
Yes.
the 10 years sold off in rates, and
Yeah.
the 30-year came down significantly. So
So yeah, I guess
what do you make out of that?
ultimately, bad news is bad news. I mean, everybody's thinking, oh, with bad news we'll get lower rates, so that's sort of good news in disguise. But that's not really the case. Sometimes bad news is bad news.
Do you think the rest of the world is again viewing the U.S. as a safe haven by comparison, and that's foreigners coming in to buy?
Oh, and would be willing to take these lower rates.
Yeah, I mean something's
Okay.
pushing it lower, and it's not not even the strong likelihood that the Fed lowers because they may not.
I see what you're saying.
So the only other thing that could be pushing it lower is the desire by the
Right.
rest of the world to own it.
What are you saying that we're bad, but everybody else is worse?
Okay,
If
that
that's
may,
if
that
that's
may
sort of
be.
what
That may
it may
be.
be, it may be that kind of sentiment.
Yeah.
It may very
Anyway,
well be. It may very well be the case.
I'm happy they're both up today. I feel a little better about the huge amount I'm losing. At least I'm winning with
Uh,
them.
then the confusion would be why is gold up still so much?
Gold is very confusing. It's confusing everybody.
Yeah, because
Bitcoin.
if what you're saying is true, gold should be sort of losing its luster a little bit, but it's
Yeah,
not.
well, maybe not because if all the fiat currencies are weak, then I think the flight to gold is strong. The weaker the
Okay.
dollar, the weaker the other fiat currencies, then you want something, real.
Uh,
Other than-
uh, uh, uh,
So
okay.
my mind, gold is, tangible. It's an
The
asset,
the least the least worst of your options.
something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
At least it's been around for thousands of years, and
Yep.
it's not likely to vanish. Like it's
Plus,
not.
there's scant little left of it. You know,
I mean,
mining isn't really coming up with a whole lot of new gold.
Bitcoin has been beating gold all along, but until last couple of years, gold took the lead,
Right.
up more than Bitcoin. And in general, gold leads the way for Bitcoin. So it's a
Okay.
good sign for Bitcoin that gold is still going up. The problem is Bitcoin today is selling off. Why do you think that
Yeah,
is?
it's moderating.
Gold is going up, but Bitcoin is selling off. Any theory on that?
No, not for
I
me.
have a theory on that because speculators who are, in for the quick ride to make a quick buck on Bitcoin, and a leverage to the what? Leverage to
Did it
the
help?
to the hilt. That's a good word. They're selling to meet margin calls and so on.
Uh, okay.
That's how I would explain away the Bitcoin sell off.
Yeah.
But
No, I missed a bit of the run of the other one, Ethereum. So I just put in a low ball, hoping that it hits at some point.
yeah, the Ethereum might be a good pickup. Bitcoin might be a good pickup.
And even now, I mean, I'm waiting for a lower number, but that might be silly to wait.
No. I think you get a lower number on Tuesday unless things straighten out over the weekend with
Uh-huh.
China. I mean, we had a lot of positive news in terms of the Middle East, so that was
Yes.
helping with the boost animal spirits. But the air got let out of the balloon with China, unfortunately.
Yes. Yes. I mean,
Amazon turned in a terrible candle today, even relative to its peers. It's worse
yeah.
than the rest of the Mag 7.
What do we do with it? How do we solve a problem like Amazon?
I think that this bottom here at 216 should hold. But if in case the market goes more than 5%, then it probably won't hold. You look at the 200, which
Oh
is
boy.
that's
Okay.
not much further. It's only 2 points further down, 214. I see Amazon getting a lot of support at around the 200, and also significant low back here in June 23rd, a significant low of 207.31.
Uh-huh.
From where we are now, it's not that big a drop. So, it could easily test that area. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. It depends on the rest of the market, I think. And also, China hurts Amazon more than a lot of other companies.
That is true. That is true. So do these tariffs, because buying some of this stuff, if
And
there's an extra tax on it.
Walmart should be hurting.
Well, Walmart is actually, I don't know if it's been up, but it was up this morning.
Well, before the news.
Yeah,
Let's take
before
a
the
quick
news.
look. Being that I mentioned it, take a quick.
Yeah, you might as well.
It's up.
Still
I
up a
can't
little
figure.
bit.
I can't figure Walmart.
Well, remember, Walmart's still, as much as we, the AWS of Amazon, I'm still for years thinking that whatever Walmart has is the equivalent, is gonna save them ultimately.
Yeah,
But I've been saying that for years upon years upon years,
and
that
then
they're going to capitalize on it.
technologically, they're doing pretty well in terms of
It's certainly better than but certainly better than Target. So it's not from the business model, because Target is just a fish.
Yeah,
So
I
it's not
drew.
the business model. It's something extra. It's something extra in the sauce that Walmart has.
Yeah, I mean, look at this low from yesterday. Bounced off of. I just drew this line. Bounced off this trend line. Actually broke the low from from a week ago. So it's actually pretty good looking candle today. It gave back from whatever was the highs were, but
Uh,
it's still more than the close yesterday. So it's holding up very well on a disastrous day. I also wanted to look at Tesla, which I've been accumulating.
uh,
I have an accumulate on Tesla.
that's actually been wise. I got in and I got out quick just to make a quick profit, but I think I could have done a lot better if I was patient.
I think Tesla, I'm holding to my original statement from the beginning of the year, 500 by the end of the year, and
Really?
1,000 by the end of 26. They have version 14.3 is around the corner for their full self-driving. And
No, you're right. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Good.
that figures to be a technological breakthrough. They're talking, Musk is talking no interventions on average for up to 2 million miles. That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, and in terms of the infrastructure, in terms of charging, Tesla is so much better than the others. But I mean, now let me ask a question. I'm not really. I don't know the answer to this. How reliant are they on lithium versus these other battery technologies? Because he's
They
sort
have
of
they
on the
have,
forefront of some of that.
they have their own multi-pack, they call it, energy batteries to store energy.
Uh-huh.
So they're a battery play, an energy play.
Yeah. No, my question is though, is it a lithium based, or is it based on these other technologies that you were talking about earlier?
I don't know exactly.
Worth looking into.
Not an expert on anything.
I'm just saying, we worth looking into in terms of what when we said we were going to look at LAC and the lithium plays, whether or not they're still viable.
The government is invested in LAC, aren't they?
Yes, that was the news that brought them up, that bolstered them.
Yeah. And with China clamping down, LAC might be looking good, might be up today. But I can't seem to guess whether the stock is up or down. But this is
What do you have?
this is a pretty terrible candle. But look, there's been a lot
What is this? What you're looking at? I'm sorry.
of Tesla.
Oh, it's still Tesla. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty yucky looking candle today, and probably we fill this gap. I
Right.
think, if with continued weakness of the overall market, we're likely to fill this gap.
We go maybe halfway between that upswing.
Let's see. Let me see where that's high close at 395. So
395.
we
And
could come
what's the halfway mark? I'm sorry. What's the halfway mark on that upswing?
on the upswing
Yeah.
from the lows
No, from that just that those three candles, those 3 or 4 candles. Yeah.
from these
Yeah.
three.
Yeah. So
The
what's the middle
halfway
of that?
mark from here to here.
Yeah.
Okay. Low. You make me do a lot of math.
Yeah. No,
Low,
no. I'm just looking. If you put your line there, I just wanted to see what it is. I can see. I don't have. I'm on my phone, so I can't see as
approximately.
well.
It's approximately the middle of this green candle.
Yeah. And so what is that about?
383.
Really? Okay.
I think it's a good. That's a good number, by the way.
Yeah, that's actually higher than I was expecting. I was thinking somewhere about in the like 320s.
I don't think you'd have to get a 10% sell off in the general market
Right.
for
For
it
like
to go
320s.
down that much. There's a lot of support now for Tesla. A lot of the analysts are coming around, and viewing it more as a robotics play and a
That's true.
and a robo cab, whatever they call taxi cab,
Right. The energy, which is,
and the
you know,
energy.
what we learned from Wolf is having energy as a boost gives you a boost.
Well, they work. Their multi-pack is going to be used in the data centers, right, to store energy when it's not needed. Yeah, that's the purpose of it.
You mean even outside of cars?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, great.
I mean they're an energy company, they're a car
Good for
company,
him.
they're a robotics company, they're an AI company.
I'll have to get back in then as soon as I find a good
They're
price.
a very exciting company. I mean, the only real competitor, I think, in terms of robotics that might be ahead of them maybe is figure AI, right?
I
Figure,
was thinking Rich Tech, but Rich Tech is still early, right?
you got to be in Kathy Wood's venture capital
Right,
fund,
exactly.
and the requirements. I don't know what the requirements are for a venture capital fund, but it's more stringent than any of the normal funds.
So, what was the name of this company that you just mentioned?
Figure AI
Figure AI, and that's a robotics play, not an AI play.
robotics.
Okay, because you put me into Rich Tech a couple of months ago.
Uh,
Or
that's a robotics play.
I think so, yeah.
And how about Serve? It popped the other day.
Oh yeah, Serve. I actually bailed a little bit because it was right. It was hanging around between 10 and 12, and it jumped to 14.
Yeah, well, today it sold off.
It sold off after the discussions
Yeah,
because I got $14 for it this morning.
but I could see Amazon with any further weakness filling the gap. This is a
Good.
Kamal fill the gap three.
All right. So again, I'll keep my eye out because
I
I
mean
did
Amazon. I mean Tesla.
a Tesla. Yeah, Tesla,
Three
not
ninety.
Amazon.
Three
But
ninety
we're
five.
also waiting. We're also waiting on Amazon. Also, we're just sitting and waiting for a good
Amazon, you
price.
said definitely to the 200, to the 50 rather. No, to the 200. I don't remember.
Okay.
We just did it now. I don't
We
remember.
just did it though. Yeah, everybody could just rewind back if they want.
Yeah, including us. We need to wind
Right.
back too.
Well, we hit the half hour mark, so it's just as well.
Oh, so what do you think of this? My granddaughter, who's 16, wants to start investing. Should we have her on the show and
Interesting.
give her advice to?
Well, she could ask questions to get the conversation going.
Yeah, maybe we'll put
I
her
think
on the show.
I think that would be interesting because there are some people who still feel that they're not well grounded enough,
I get
even
a
though
lot
they
of I
even
get a
though,
lot
even
of
though they're missing the party.
a lot of young people come up to me and ask me what should be their first buy. they don't know anything about the stock market. My standard answer are the index funds.
Of
But
course.
maybe we should go a little further than that.
Right, a little deeper.
Yeah. All right, anyway, that's the future. Meanwhile, for the present, let's give our future thoughts, right?
Okay, sounds good.
So let's remove that, and we'll give our
Show our ugly
why
faces.
do we black screen again?
There we go.
I
Hello,
don't see
everybody.
you.
Wait, how is that? There we are. There we go.
All right, so we did the show with Spike in his car. Thank you, Spike.
No, it's my pleasure. I mean, I just happen to be somewhere. I happen to be remote, so this is remote.
Because I have to have someone to talk at.
Right.
Otherwise, I can't. I don't feel comfortable.
Something tells me you could talk for half an hour without anybody
I can talk for
guiding you
2
along.
hours. The question is, nobody's going to listen. Most of the time when I talk, nobody listens. So,
I hear that.
We have 3,000 subscribers, or one under. And yet we only get about 5%. 5% of those subscribers any given day.
Okay.
We get about 300 viewers, and they're not all subscribers. So figure about 5%.
Okay.
All right, so that's it.
Glad to have you.
What final thoughts?
Have a good weekend. What are you thinking Monday? You thinking Monday up or Monday down? If you were going to make a bet.
Monday is Columbus Day.
I mean Tuesday. Tuesday up or Tuesday down?
Tuesday, start the day down and hopefully up by the end of the day.
Okay, I'm going to ride with you on that one because I was going to say down, but you're right that it could easily turn depending on what news is there.
Of course, our opinion strictly are not investment advice, for your own due diligence, and so on and so forth. And subscribe. Hit the subscribe button.
Let's get to that 3,000.
Boom.
Let's break that barrier.
I got over 3,000. I had 3,001, and then 2 people unsubscribed.
They dropped you.
Yeah, because I was talking too much.
Oh, you got to take me off the show. That'll bring your numbers up.
No, when I talk too much, it's bad.
Gotcha.
People like me to talk like for 10 minutes.
And they just show charts.
It's hard to fit in all my jokes in 10 minutes.
You got 1 million of them.
I got a lot of Kamal's got the jokes.
Yeah, Kamal always comes up with some good ones.
Yeah,
I'll miss him till the next time he's on, maybe Tuesday.
All right, so see you all next week.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
Have a profitable trading day. What's left of it. Take care. Bye.
Sounds good. Bye-bye.